Good evening, everyone. Very soon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, RK Grills, Matt Sachs, welcome, Dan Muffet, welcome, Captain Timmy, welcome, Toby Ferry, you're welcome. We're waiting for Mr. Michael. Please, I can't accept any request apart from Mr. Michael's request, please. Please. You're welcome. We're expecting Mr. Michael. I think he's there with us. Laboski, welcome. Okay, I've sent a request, Mr. Michael. Black Jaguar, welcome. Bisbo Cakes, welcome. We're waiting for Mr. Michael. Ayabillion, welcome. Certified Shapes, welcome. Temitope Jefferson, welcome. Emma Sachs, see you. We are waiting for Mr. Michael. Okay. All right, so Mr. Michael.
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome, sir.
Yes, so how you doing?
It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for granting my requests. I'm honored. Right. And everyone, this is Mr. Michael OSADOLO. I think he's the #1 African greatest guitarist. The #1 guitarist in Africa. He has played for the likes of Lagbaja, P Square, and so many great artists in the world. So it's nice having you tonight. So let's go straight to the point, sir. So what got you into music?
Well, music for me, it's just like most people would say, I've been playing music from the birth, you know. But for me, basically, I'm from a musical family, so I've been playing music since I was a kid. So I started playing music 5 years ago or more.
How many years ago?
More than 35 years ago, I've been playing the guitar. Yeah.
35 years ago. Wow. Yeah. Wow. So why did you choose guitar as your main instrument?
Okay, yeah, really, I never chose guitar as my main instrument, but the thing is, I'm from a musical family, so everybody, we are all about, and we are 8 boys, no girls. So my dad plays the instrument, so my dad has traveled around the world as well, playing with all those top stars back then. So my dad actually chose the guitar for me. So, and I sing too, so my dad chose the guitar. I was growing up, I was playing the guitar, and I was singing too.
Oh, wow. So how many guitars do you have in your closet now?
Right now, I have 3 guitars.
Oh. Can you review them with us?
Yes. Okay.
Now, like, just tell us about the instruments.
This is one of them. This is a Fender Stratocaster.
Okay.
It's a Fender. The other one is it's an Ibanez guitar. It's LGB30. This has George Benson. Everybody knows George Benson. George Benson's signature on it. So this is an LGB30 by George.
Wow.
Yeah, Ibanez. So yeah, the other one I have is really not here right now. It's in the other room because I have a lot of stuff. This is my new studio. I'm putting it together, so I have it in the other room. It's a Yamaha.
Wow.
Bodiless.
Wow.
It looks like a skeleton, so it's a nylon string guitar.
Oh.
That's one of
Wow, that's nice.
that's a guy.
So which of these gadgets is your okay, which other gadget do you have? Like, I mean, your probably the effects,
Yeah.
your your
True. Yeah,
gadgets like
I actually have a lot. Trust me, I have a lot of small single pedals. But the basic one I use all the time, it's Boss GT10. That's what I use.
oh
Yeah, because
oh.
of the preset.
So which of these gadgets is your favorite?
For the pedal, yeah, but GT10 is my favorite when it comes to the pedal. Then for my guitar, Fender is my favorite actually. They're all
Okay,
good. Trust
why?
me, they're all good. They all have what they can do. So, but basically, when I
Okay.
want to play R&B and stuff like that, I use this one, this Fender guitar.
Oh, oh, wow.
So that is one of my.
Okay, what was your highest purchase? Like the highest purchase you've had
For for what? For pedal, guitar,
for the
what?
for the guitar and your gadgets.
Well, the highest one is actually this Fender.
Wow, wow.
I bought this Fender like about how many years now? About 13 years ago. Yeah.
13 years
Yeah.
ago.
Bought this one, yeah.
Wow. And what's the least expensive gadget you own?
It,
Like the smallest gadgets.
the smallest gadget, if it is a guitar, that should be by Yamaha. But for gadgets, it will be one of my pedals, one of my single pedals I got.
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you have any instruments or gadgets you still wish to add to your collections?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to upgrade my pedal because this music of a thing you have to keep upgrading. So sometimes you sell some you have, try to move to the next level of what you feel is better for you. So yeah, I'm trying to update, so I have to upgrade my pedal to start using more of single pedals. I have some specific stuff which I have already, but I'm trying to add some to it so it will be like I put it in a box. Yeah, so
Oh,
the box that
okay. Okay. All right. So, hmm, this next question, have you ever regretted purchasing any of these gadgets or instruments?
oh yes.
Like you've gotten it and you were like, why did I even buy this guitar or why did I buy these gadgets?
Yes. I've had one pedal like that. It's the same Boss pedal. It's GT100. For me, it's just too complicated and the kind of sound that I want. It's good for other people. Other people, I'm sure they're good with it. But for me, it's one of those pedals I bought. I really regretted buying that pedal, but because even I didn't use it for a long time. Just within a year, I had to sell it.
Oh,
Really don't use it.
oh,
But when I try it, it's not giving me what I want. So I have to go look for, from GT100 that I had, I have to sell it and go look for GT10, which
wow.
is like a
So the
lower version.
GT10 is much more preferable to the
For me, yeah,
GT100.
which is like a lower version. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
so how do you know? Is it calculated by the series? Like, is it by 100, 90, 80, or
Yes,
for some people now they'll be like that
they all
GT10
have
is not
they all have numbers. GT pedals have numbers. Like I know I started using GT6 when I was in
okay.
Nigeria. I was using GT6. Fantastic pedal as well. Fantastic pedal, but I had to upgrade. So it took me a long time to upgrade. But when I upgraded, I moved to GT100.
Oh, okay.
After before I upgraded, I stopped using pedal for a while because I play more of R&B jazz, so I stopped using pedal. But later, I noticed that to make my sound more better, I had to go back to
Oh,
pedal. But that pedal wasn't working for me, so I had to.
wow. Wow. So what are the challenges you face with your instruments, and how do you handle them?
Challenges. I really know. I don't really have challenges with my instrument. The highest I could have said maybe I've had was maybe my strings, my guitar strings. Some of those strings are growing up. I mean, this is way back in Nigeria. Growing up, I remember the challenge I had on stage was one of my guitar strings. I think I was about 14 years old then. I was playing somewhere. I think that was Jazzville. There was a place called Jazzville.
Oh,
I was playing the guitar, and guess what? Two of my string just got broken. The first one went bang,
wow.
the second one bang. I was like, ooh, using the wrong strings too, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was even my next question, because I wanted to ask that. Okay, ask you that. Has any of these instruments disappointed you on a big stage before?
Yeah. That was not the instrument. That was the string. The string. I was.
Oh, okay.
It was.
So you've not had any with your instrument before?
No.
Wow.
The highest thing that could happen is maybe the power went out, and the power really is not from the instrument. Maybe from my guitar amp or something. Maybe it's from the outlet where it's coming from. But basically, no.
Oh, wow. So what's your take on choosing a brand when you want to choose a new instrument? Like if you want to advise a new beginner to choose a particular brand, like I want to buy a guitar now, what advice will you give me? And how should I, what should I look out for when choosing these instruments?
All right, fine. I know name brands are good, but the first thing you want to look at first, it's you playing the guitar first. What you want, because most of the guitars, when you go get them, you want to look at the fretboard to see if the frets, the strings are really solid, like everything is really straight, like the fretboard is straight. Because some of the guitar, the fretboard, if you look at this guitar now, if you look in here, the middle,
okay,
it has like an iron rod in there. So that rod, they actually tune it. They actually tighten it or you loosen it to make your fretboard solid, to make it straight. Because after some time, some of the guitar fretboard start to bend. So you have to do that to make it. So you have to look for that. Look for your pickup, the kind of pickup you want. But another thing that I think is very important too, it's you yourself. Because I know it's the tone. Because some of those pickup has nice tones, but you yourself, like me now, if you give me one local guitar now, if I play, you think I'm playing this guitar. Because the tone is coming from my fingers already. It's coming from me, myself. So it's coming from me. So, but technically, if you want to look at the guitar itself, you want to look at the bridges, look at the fretboard, everything is fine. But there are some guitars that don't have this stuff I'm talking about, this iron rod in here. Some of them have it here, or some of them have it down here somewhere where you can tune it. So you have to check for that. But if you go for name brand, want to go for name brand, I would say go for Fender. Fender is very good.
Wow. So Fender is the best guitar brand for now, according to your own. For you,
when it comes to me playing my R&B, rock, funk, and all of that, yeah, I want to use my Fender.
Okay. So I want to ask some personal questions actually. Like, what is music like outside of outside Nigeria? How has it been like?
Yeah, music outside Nigeria, music is great, but not like the way we see music coming from Nigeria. Not like the way we see music.
Okay. Or let's say Africa generally.
Huh? Okay,
let's say Africa generally.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, outside Africa. Yeah, music is good. Trust me, depends on what part of the world you are in. Like some people live in different part of the world. Some people live in France, Greece, whatever. Some in UK, some in America. But depends on what you want to do. But when you get there, basically, music, if you want to survive, a lot of people can survive doing just music, which is good. But mostly here in America, you want to do just music, that's fine. But you yourself, just know where you're coming from. It's a training ground.
Okay.
Where you're coming from is a training ground, so you have to get prepared for it. So when you get here, you have to network. It's the same thing as networking, and getting everybody together, to go to places, go to open mic. They call them open mic night. You see a lot of musicians come together. You go like a jam session, When I came in here, I remember I did a whole lot of that too, for me to get people to know that, oh yes, there's a new cat in town. Okay, what's up, But music is good. It pays too. It pays well. Depends on who you're working with. But mostly, an artist won't blow. Yes. Like me, I've had the opportunity to meet some great musicians here, like Norman Brown, one of my favorite artists.
Wow.
Those guys are doing well. Music full time. But not everybody's going to do that full time. Depends. If you now have family, you have kids and all of that, you might need to do some other things that you love to do to add to what you're doing. But if you don't want to do that, yeah, you can do just music. Go for it.
Oh, wow. So the question I want to ask now is that comparing African music to the foreign music, do you think we are meeting up to their standard?
I would say we are not meeting up to their standard. We are doing something.
When it comes to professionalism,
yes, we are meeting up.
Okay.
Professionalism, yes, we are meeting up. the thing is, we have our own sound. So they are the one trying to catch up with what we got, you know. So what we have is kind of different from where they are coming from, you know. So they not to us like, man, these guys sound different from us. Like I remember I have a whole lot of music coming out, which I don't have them on air right now. There's this one of my tracks I did recently in the studio. I have 5 huntsmen. Guess what?
Wow.
And this music is African music, right? So it was hard for them to articulate, to play it like the way it should sound, like our Highland or our African sound. But those huntsmen I use, they are all professional. When we play re-jazz now, those are those great guys. You say, man, those guys are very good, very, very good. When it comes to our kind of music, the rhythm is different. So for them, it's hard for them.
Wow. So let me still go deep again. Like, how was your experience like with Lagbaja? Let's start with Lagbaja first, because I knew growing up, we listened to your works with him. Like most of Lagbaja's music, Mr. Michael was behind the guitar.
Yeah. I did one. I did 2 albums. I did 3 albums with him. Yeah, because sometimes we release 2 albums together. I named them, call them A and B and stuff, or different names. Yeah, I did that. Gillis Kentele, that album basically. Yeah, Lagbaja himself. Working with Lagbaja, it was for me. It was a training ground. I was playing before, learning from everywhere. I learned from everybody, but working with Lagbaja, then I know I was working with a musician that knows what he wants. So for me, most times I remember those times, Lagbaja would tell me, imagine then when we rehearse Lagbaja, we rehearse like from morning, we rehearse from like morning 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the evening.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll take a break maybe around 1, 2, cook some food, or we'll go buy some food or whatever we eat. But then working with Lagbaja, what I learned from Lagbaja is he's a businessman, serious businessman. But apart from that, I learned a lot. Stage man, as in your craft on stage, how to entertain, because he's an entertainer. So then I remember Lagbaja then, he asked me to pull off, you have to take off my shirt. I'll take off my shirt, I'll be playing, he would tell me, jump like this, do like this. You know, he'll be telling me, do like, and I was learning. I was sweating. You see me sweating like, yes, I was really, really, really doing that. So working with Lagbaja for me is a great experience, and I got to meet a lot of people, a lot of professionals too. Yeah, it's a real training ground for me then.
What about your experience with P Square? Was it a new experience entirely, or?
Yeah, P Square, they are the new guys later that were happening then. Working with P Square is also great, trust me. They are, because those guys are already entertainers. They're already entertainers. So me coming from Lagbaja, when I started working with P Square, man, trust me, it was like, you know what they said? They said, man, if I've seen you somewhere, like playing somewhere with a different band, I would have just come toast you straight, like, man. Because the first time I did with P Square, when I joined P Square, we had just rehearsal, you know, but at the rehearsal, I was just quiet because I was a new boy playing the guitar and everything. So the first event I had with them, because when I joined them, one of them wasn't really too cool, doesn't really talk to people like that, just very quiet guy. But after the first performance I did with them at the hotel, he came and just grabbed me, his brother, like, those guys, I learned a lot from them too anyway. They're businessmen. I learned a lot from them.
I wish to talk about this music business parts.
Okay.
So, okay, before I ask about the music business, do you think we can still have people like Lagbaja again in Nigeria, like in the industry, that can still go back to that kind of, you know, music?
Yes. But the problem now is the youths we have these days, you know. Their focus have changed from the rhythm. Sometimes that's why it's been hard for me to kind of put out music out there, because I want to do my Nigerian thing. Because my real kind of music has the flavor of that kind of Lagbaja, some kind of real Africa, you know, Yusuf Undu, Salifikator. But the truth is, if you play this kind of music right now for the youth we have, they don't see it. So right now, if you're talking about that kind of Lagbaja stuff, well, I know they say music things goes around, maybe, but not now. Maybe some years later. But trust me, just like Davido's too has that kind of feel of the African group. Listen to their choruses and everything. They have it, but going back to that Lagbaja style, for now, no. Maybe outside the
Wow.
world, people that does that really, they are mostly in Europe, America, different places doing what they do. But in Nigeria, that kind of level is gone. Except we want to create something new. But right now, I'm a piano, Afrobeat, but of course, the real Afrobeat right now is Afro pop. That's what they do. But I believe it will happen, but not now.
Wow.
Happen, not.
So, okay, we know you've played for so many artists now. So, how has it been? Because the main reason, why I'm putting up this program is, so many band leaders, they don't really appreciate and they don't really know the value of instrumentalists. Like what they carry, what they own, the prices of their gadgets, what it takes for them to, become professionals. So how has it been like working with all these band leaders? Do you think they are valuing instrumentalists enough? In Nigeria, actually.
In Nigeria, no. Unfortunately, no. The truth is, you will get paid when you're working with some top artists that travels a lot. That's some top artists. Yes, you can get paid a bit more than what every normal artist would pay. But in general, no. In general,
So
no.
how do you think we can solve this problem of, devaluation?
The thing is, right
Is
now,
it the fault of the musician, or is it the fault of the band leaders, or is it because they are ignorant about some things they don't know about,
okay,
music generally?
okay. Let me use myself as an example now. I've worked with a lot of top producers. I've worked with countless I can't even remember their names. A whole lot of artists, right? Some singles, some their albums. I did a lot of stuff. But the truth is, I tried at that time. At that time, I tried to let them know the music business, which I understood some stuff then. I tried to let them know all these things, but never. The most like the producers in the studio, they don't want you to. For me, I used to think like they don't want you to progress in life. That is the way I used to see it. But the truth is, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like they don't want you. I don't know. They don't want. I don't know what they're hiding from. Sometimes I get to play for a whole lot of music. I don't even know the artist. I don't get to meet the artist. The producer keep giving me the songs and I keep playing in the studio and all of that. But when I talk to the producer, like, hey, come, royalty, there's stuff for the core royalty and all that. They know that is what they do, but they don't want to do that with you because they look at just a musician. It's only when musicians have to start looking at themselves as an artist, then they can register under some music, board like out here in America. They have music bodies. You can register if you play in any song. You can have your royalties and other stuff, but you have to still discuss it with them too, the artists too, most times, because even though you try to get the claim, sometimes they just don't want. They just don't want to do it. It's just so hard. It's so hard that they don't want to do it. The only thing I would say they can do is let them just keep doing what they are doing. But the thing is, they have some sellout. If you say, okay, let's form a clique now in Nigeria, like let's form a music body or something. There are some people that will still go back because of they will get smaller. They just want their pay now, their small pay. They're not looking for the big thing. There's some people who still go back and sell you out. That's what is going on. Because
Because we've even thought about it that okay, there is no body like or a particular platform that is regulating the music business stuff in Nigeria.
No, I know they have P-Man. I'm a member of P-Man myself from childhood. But the truth is, there are limits of what they can do. They are after their own thing. They cannot do anything about that. Trust me, they cannot do anything that regulates music.
So he's one man for himself.
With producers and artists, but say you musician, just a guitarist, a drummer, or a keyboard player, no.
So what advice can you give people like us now, the guitarists, the saxophonists, the keyboardists that are still thriving with their band leaders or one band, or they're having challenges with people, devaluing them? Because I had one experience with a guy, he shared his experience with me, and it was like, this saxophonist that does all these birthday surprises. And the moment he told them about his price, they were like, how much is a saxophone that you are billing us like this? So in that kind of case, what was your advice to people like that?
First, you have to take it like this is a business. You have to take what you're an artist already, know that yes, an artist, so take it as a business. Let everything be documented like it's a business. Have a proper, have a PR, even have a manager. I know some of them, if you talk to them, they don't want to talk to your manager, they don't want to talk to, but that is if you are working with some band leaders. But if you as an artist doing stuff, yeah, people will talk to you as an artist. But let them know it's a business. Have a business contract. You put everything in there, your clause, and you can, both of you can, you and the people can go over it and let them know, and they can let you know, okay, this is what they cannot do, this is what they can do, and you go over it. But trust me, it will get there, but you have to take it as a business. You take it as a business, have somebody, not you as an artist talking to them. Let them talk to somebody as your manager. When they say you have a management. Maybe that's part of it. I don't have the full idea, but I just know if you take it as a business, think about business in the corporate world. Just like now, some people are doctors, like I started playing guitar now for a bit over 30, 35 years. Some people are doctors now. Imagine what you can't go to the hospital and say, doctor, playing in a doctor, and you want to tell him, no. So they look at you as a just a musician. They look at you like you're playing, but bro, you're not playing. So you have to actually educate them. This is something that have to go on air and papers and whatever. Have a meeting, have a body come together, educate people. It's education basically.
Yeah, that's why I'm even calling out on great musicians like you, so that you can educate everyone. So,
but like I said, remember, some people will still sell you out. Yeah.
That's true. So let me go back to you now. Do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes, I do. I have projects coming up. Some of them are ready. Some of them are not ready, so I'm not ready to put them out. Although I just put out one recently I did with somebody in Nigeria. That one is on air. That has a kind of I'm a piano feel. I was just trying to test one and see what.
Do you want to entertain us?
Huh?
Do you want to entertain us?
No, we'll do that now. So that.
Oh yeah, no, Allah.
That was just Nigeria stuff. But me, I love playing. I love good music. I love doing everything. If you hear me playing sometime with some American band here, I don't post a whole lot of my stuff because I play almost every week, like at least twice in a week. I'm performing now. Yes. So yeah, if you sometimes hear me play, you think, oh, this guy's an American guitarist. No, I'm not. I'm a Nigerian boy. This was one of the first stuff I did years ago. I'm coming up with more stuff like this. Watch out for it.
Wow.
Some of the stuff, yeah.
Wow. So I think that's all for now. I don't know if anybody have any question for you for now. I don't know, but I think I'm done with my own questions. So this is Mr. Michael OSADOLO. Make sure you follow him immediately after this live video.
I understand. Some people don't know I sing, so I'm just trying to play something.
Wow. Okay.
I understand. You.
Can you take us back to Lagbaja? Just play. Wow, wow, wow. So, okay, play P Square. Let's round it up with that one. Any of your work with P Square?
Any what?
Any of your work with P Square, the one you did, just take us back to those days.
Man, I did one. Yeah, I did. But you know, P Square, they do more of studio computer
Studio
stuff,
work,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not like live.
that stuff. There's one beautiful one. It's called Beautiful in It's been a long time I played that song. Yeah, that is one of the songs I played for P Square called Beautiful in But that song has versions. The original version, I played the guitar. I actually played solo somewhere. Yeah.
So, okay, I think someone asked a question for you. I said, what advice do you have for new guitarists in terms of being original in sound?
When you say sound, are you talking about their music or just being original to themselves?
I think it should be that being original to
Okay.
themselves,
Basically,
like creating their own personal sound.
basically, you have to sound like you. You have to sound like you. You know, like me now. If you hear me play, I sound like me. If you hear different guitarists play, they sound like themselves. There's nothing like anybody play past. Okay, first, let me go back. Let me even go back before I get there. Like I said, I started playing the guitar when I was a kid, over 35 years ago. People started calling okay now Africa's #1 guitarist. Like recently, I've been putting that on my status, but a lot of people they run away. That is their business. But when I was growing up in school, secondary school, primary school, secondary school, I was playing the guitar. Every time we had end of the year party or anything going on in school, I always play. We always play. Me and my brothers used to have a band called Fuzi 4. We actually did an album then. A lot of things went wrong. We did an album. Just the video, we're shooting the video, a lot of things went wrong. Okay, where am I driving at? People started calling me Africa's #1 guitarist while I was in secondary school. That's what everybody called me. Hey, Africa's #1 guitarist. It's just like AKA everybody say. So that is it. So you have to sound like yourself. Then I've been sounding like myself. Come on, I play reggae. I play reggae music for a long time. The time of my Jeff Check or Suliki, other people, I work with a whole lot of them. Trust me. I work with Raskimono, Michael Clean,
Testify.
I'm coming from.
Even but bro, Shala just told me about you and some OD's experience like that. So
I started playing
you've been in the game
from AJ. So even Daddy Shoki, Cooper,
wow,
a whole lot of them, all of them know me. So I started playing all those times. So with all those my experience I got playing with all those people. Later I got interested in playing jazz, trying to improve my guitar. I listened to George Benson a lot. I love George Benson, even Norman Brown. There's this South African guitarist, Jimmy Dludlu. I love him a lot. Then so I listened a lot. But at the end of the day, learn everything, but try to create you. Try to have your own sound. Try to have your own tone. Try to sound like you. So nobody can be you. You can play their music. You can play their music, but try to sound like you. You know. I can play some R&B now. So I can add some African sound in there that like sound like me. There's some things that people know this guy is the one playing right now. If you listen to some musicians now, you hear them playing, oh, this is them playing.
Yeah.
So basically, you sound like you, listen to everybody, learn that style, then try to sound like, just like Carlos Santana. When you listen to Carlos Santana anywhere, if you listen to, I've watched Carlos Santana perform live in Las Vegas, trust me. When you listen to that guy, I play all those his stuff. I wasn't looking at the guy like one guitarist that I used to think is one guitarist that plays so much notes, but when I listen to Carlos Santana, it sounds like him. It sounds like Carlos. Carlos stuff. So if you use Carlos Santana as an example, if you hear Carlos Santana playing any music now, before you listen, you think twice, 1, 2, 3. You say, oh, that must be that's something I'm playing. They sound like him, so sound like you.
Benson is the best example. When you listen to George Benson, you know that okay, this is the man playing.
Just like me, if you hear me play George Benson stuff, I play some of his stuff and all of that. But truth is, at the end of the day, I want to sound like me.
Yeah.
I can learn his melody before. What I used to do before, I would learn their solo notes to note, everything. Try to sound like them, which is good. All those time, I'm trying to improve myself to know what the chord tone, how to get my tone. So you have to listen, how to sound. Sometimes there's the way you play. You have to press harder or soft or whatever. If you do all those research, you know. So by the end of the day, you want to sound like you. You want to be you. Have your own sound.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So I think I still have one more question. Then I think we call it a day. What was the discouraging, or what are the discouraging experiences you had, like when you started this music, like the discouraging part of this music journey?
Yeah, for me at that point, I remember at that point, one thing that was discouraging was getting material.
Okay.
It was really discouraging because it was hard. But now it's better. You have internet and everything. But that time for me, it was discouraging because I didn't have the money to be able to buy those materials from people. Because then people have the original. So what they do is they photocopy some of the pages. They're not even selling. They're actually not selling the full book to you. They just copy some pages and sell that page for you. So you will go and finish. You come back again. They'll sell to you. But if you cannot pay, or sometimes they give some kind of price, you cannot. You know, you can't pay for the full book, and you discourage them. But I was discouraged. By the end of the day, sometimes, of course, I was playing music. I was earning money I was working in church too. So all my salary from church, everything, material. I couldn't have money for myself. But yeah, it was at the end of the day, it's worth it. But it was discouraging at the beginning because sometimes you have to go to far away, way far to meet someone that has material. It was discouraging, but you have to do what you have to do. Just know Nigeria is a training ground. It's a training ground. Trust me, it's a training ground. When you travel abroad, you start getting involved in family and whatever. It will be a bit tough for you.
Wow. Thank you for having us tonight. It has been a great time with you, sir. We really do appreciate. God bless you for honoring us. May God honor you. I think we're done. I don't know if you still have anything for us, though, but I think I'm done with my own part.
Well, not really. Well, I just want to say, everybody out there, keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, Nigeria is a training ground. Keep doing what you're doing. I know everybody want to travel abroad, want to jackpot. It's good, but before you jackpot, rehearse. When you come, competition full everywhere. Competition full, competition plenty. So rehearse well, do what you need to do so that when you finally jackpot, you know that yes, you can fit into some places. Because if you jackpot finish, you cannot even play some music. You cannot even, just be open. Be open to all kinds of music. Before I was just all about jazz. When I came to the US here, trust me, my brother, rock is like one of the biggest music here. Rock, like that.
Wow.
It's like the big deal here. Rock, country, music. So just be open to all kinds of music. Learn anything you can learn. Be open. Do your own Nigerian music, juju, Fuji, hip hop, everything, But just remember, Nigeria is a training ground. Be open-minded to everything and stay humble. That one is very, very important. Stay humble.
Yes, please.
Some people, they don't blow small. They don't start, just stay humble and you'll get there. When you're humble, people will open up for you. People will open up. It will go far.
Thank you very much. Yep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I think that's all for tonight. Thank you.
All right, man.
So everybody,
let me know when
this is Mr. Michael once again.
Yeah,
Mr. Cornelius is going to join us.
Do more of playing so that you guys can listen to what I got, Okay. Then will come up. Yeah. Just feel free to let me know.
Yeah. Hello, I didn't get that last part.
No, I said just feel free to let me know the next time we have an interview like this. Feel free to let me know so I do a lot of playing as well.
All right. No problem, sir.
Stop talking.
No problem. I'll surely bring you back again.
That'll be good.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
God bless, bro.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Sure.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining tonight's episode. So probably, yeah, by next week we are going to be having another episode by next week. So I'll be bringing up someone else. Just watch out for the next episode. So thank you all for joining tonight. Thank you. God bless you. Mr. Mark Sachs, thank you. Thank you. Olumose, thank you. Mr. Cornelius, thank you. Viv Pro, Oluwalone, thank you. Mr. Dandy, Super Strokes, thank you very much. So till next week again, I'm bringing on another great musician. He's a saxophonist. I won't say more than that. Bye-bye. Good night.